Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Rob from Adventures from Mere Mortals. You might have seen my channel trailer from a few days ago, but this is the first time that I'm actually coming up with a video to explain what this is about. Otherwise, it's just another guy with a motorbike and a GoPro, right? I am from Italy, although I moved to Ireland last year for work reasons. This is an experiment to push me out from my comfort zone, if I can say so. I am giving a shot to YouTube. Time will tell if I have what it takes to create good content, to be confident enough in front of the camera, and the adequate skills to wrap everything up in a good clip. The extra challenge here is the language barrier, as English is my second language. To begin with, the name of this channel. For a number of years I was into woodworking. I had a tiny workshop and enjoyed working on projects. But as in most hobbies, you still need to make your way around the time that you can actually invest into them. The time I was not in the wood shop, I was online looking for tips until I bumped into Steve Ramsey woodworking channel and his winning approach. This is something most people can actually relate to, and I wanted to bring this concept in what I'm trying to do here, as you can find adventure and fulfillment in pinpointing a location on the map and reach it, randomly exploring your local area, or just over a small camping trip an hour from home. Now, about the logo. A few months ago, I asked my good friend Milena for support in designing my logo. She's an artist and an architect with an exceptional talent for design. She helped me out in the past by drawing one of the tattoos that I actually have on my skin, and she can clearly think out of the box to help people with a different perspective. We worked together from a few sketches to the final product, even if we were not living in the same country at the time. I can only give her the due credit and strongly recommend you guys to check out her website milenasimic.com to look at her portfolio, and feel free to get in touch directly for any questions. Let's talk about motorbikes. When I was a teenager, I rode a couple of 50cc. Then I stopped when I turned 18 because suddenly the car was the best thing in the world to have, right? When I was 25, I revamped my game with custom motorcycles, a small Suzuki 250 first and later a 800cc between that I loved and I kept for almost 7 years. I was still mostly commuting though, going to bike rallies and taking short trips of a few hundred kilometers every now and then. The most notable part was when I rode across the French Alps touching 2,800 meters. Eventually, I was influenced by long-distance motorcycle trips and overlanding, with the notable mentions of Jonathan Encini from Italy, owner of the brand Partire Per, which to this day has covered around 400,000 kilometers over 70 countries in the world, sharing books and movies with other riders. I really hope to meet him in person one day. It is also impossible not to mention the remarkable deeds of Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman in their Long Way Around book and TV series, which really got me addicted and pushed my ambitions even further on. In 2017, I committed to my first solo trip and I opted for Prague in the Czech Republic, making a loop across Austria and Germany. At that time, I felt the desire to change my riding style and I switched to a touring bike, a Yamaha TM 900. It was a life-changing experience and I realized that I wanted more. So when I moved from Italy to Ireland, I rode my bike across France and ferried it here. But shortly after, I was able to fulfill my dreams of owning a CRF 1000 Africa Twin. I loved that bike since it got out on the market, but it needed some serious savings. Sorry TDM. I had the chance to ride the Africa Twin at the Honda Off-Road Academy in Italy for a training weekend. An amazing experience that I had the chance to repeat and enhance at the BMW ORS facility in Wales only 2 months ago. And by the way, it is the same facility where McGregor and Boorman went before their expedition to Mongolia, so it felt a little bit like walking in their footsteps. Now, I mentioned before that I'm living in Ireland. Over time, I became friends with other bikers in the area to share experiences and to go for some good spins. One of them is Marco from Freedom Machine, which I partnered with. We realized we have a lot of overlaps and we committed to an expedition to reach Nordkapp in the Norway Arctic Circle. I'm sure it does not need any explanation or introduction, being such a milestone in the European motorcycling community. We decided to name this trip Long Norway Round in sign of admiration and with a bit of a pun. We are going to cover about 12,000 kilometers over 20 days and camp most of the way. I'll follow up on social medias with updates from the road, especially on my Facebook page Adventures from Mere Mortals. We are also planning to release some serious footage when we are back, but hey, no pressure. I think I talked enough for the day, so I'll take a break. Feel free to write any useful tips in the comments section below, and if you feel like subscribing, the long Norway Run trailer is coming out very soon. Cheers!